I would like to thank Mr. Michael Allen for being here tonight and for being a fantastic teacher, mentor, and friend to me since 1993. His knowledge, wit, and creativity inspired me so much that within 2 months of being his student, I knew what I wanted to do with my life, to be a band director like him. While I was in college, Mr. Allen hired me to be his assistant director for his marching band in Akron, and those 4 marching band seasons were more valuable to my education and professional development than any of my time spent in a college classroom. Mr. Allen continued to mentor me after I graduated college and has provided me with advice and encouragement throughout my adult life. He is a fantastic human, and I consider myself very lucky to know him and want to thank him for all that he has done for me. I wouldn't be here doing what I love so much without him. I know that he has many former students that would also echo my accolades, and some are in the audience tonight. Mr. Allen was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis in the late 90s, but he kept doing what he loved, teaching band, until the disease progressed to the point where he was unable to. Mr. Allen, I hope you will consider all of my shows as partly yours, as you taught me so much. The Band Boosters will be donating tonight's 50-50 drawing profits to the Multiple Sclerosis Society in Mr. Allen's honor. Thank you. And now, we hope that you enjoy our show dedicated to Mr. Michael Allen. Ladies and gentlemen, under the direction of Nathan Sensabaugh and Tyler Yusofsky, with majorette choreography by Carrie Probst and percussion instructor Tony Fertiber, led onto the field by drum majors Leo Bright and Cole McNally, we proudly present the musical pride of Portland, Ohio, Lakeview High School Marching Band! Are you ready? Stepping into the arcade, the Lakeview Marching Band invites you to feel the beat in our 2025 show, March March Revolution. As we ready our band for a night of dance, our drum majors are battling it out in a fierce competition of the popular 2000s arcade game, Dance Dance Revolution. Look at those moves! In fact, as you watch the Lakeview Band showcase their own moves as they climb to the top of the leaderboard, you'll recognize genres of dance such as disco, tango, mambo, line dancing, dance fighting, and more. By the end of our show, you as an audience will understand that more often than not, music and dance coincide with each other in ways that you never thought before. Whoa, you're a dancing machine! Our first selection demonstrates dance as an expression of admiration and being devoted to a loved one. We encourage you to get up and dance with the person you love. Introducing Whitney Houston's iconic 80s love song, I Wanna Dance With Somebody. Our next song brings you the vibes of a disco night, sure to make you boogie with that familiar drum beat and rhythm you know and love. The disco era brought about dancing just for the fun of it. Featuring our band's own funky moves, let the majorettes groove you through a Saturday night fever with this #1 Billboard hit by the Bee Gees. Hey audience, what you doing in your seats? You should be dancing. Broadway brought a new feel to the dance and music world, and we know you're not ready for this rumble. We're moving back to the 1950s West Side to show a story of two gangs. Watch out as punches fly between the Sharks and Jets, showcasing the high-energy elements of dance fighting. Here, we'll highlight our drumline in a feature written by Tony Fertiber. Let's walk in tall, all punctual like, for the Dog Days dance as we're led through Leonard Bernstein's Mambo. Chicago, the musical, comments in a satire style on corruption in the criminal justice system and the concept of the celebrity criminal. In one of its iconic songs, Cell Block Tango, we are taken back to the 1920s inside the Cook County Jail, where stories of female retaliation are told through a dramatic dance of catharsis and expression. Our majorettes showcase the jazz and pop feel of this Tony Award-winning musical. Here to show off that they aren't afraid to break through bars, these are your 2025 majorettes. Bailey, Kara, Bella, Jade, Melina, Isabella, Charlie, Sophia, and Olivia. You decide. Did he have it coming? For now, it's time to tango. We have a brand new dance, and we don't care if you're young or old. Let us show you how it goes. This 2007 line dance took over the world by storm. Its creator, Cupid, aimed to foster a sense of community for people who dance and people who don't to come together to move to the beat of a genre-less song. Speaking of community, the Lakeview Band invites all Lakeview teachers, administration, and Lakeview Band alumni onto the track, all to join us as we line dance to the hit song. This bop will take over your feet, having you move left to right, and we sure won't be moving down the leaderboard with this one. Here is the Cupid Shuffle. Heads up. We're doing a full 180 for this next hit. This song had a dance go viral over social media platforms like TikTok and Instagram, displaying the power social media plays in dance and music trends. Nothing could stop us from showcasing Lakeview's very first feature twirler, Isabella Ott, to the 2020 hit. So don't walk away just yet, because despite Dua Lipa's song Don't Start Now, we're going to press play and showcase her incredible moves. For our last dance, we dedicate it to the audience because we owe it all to you. The Lakeview Band would like to thank you for joining us as we battled our way up the leaderboard with our funky moves to top charting hits. In this song, featured in the iconic movie Dirty Dancing, we'll spotlight soloists such as baritone Xavier Butler, mellophones Rory Sensabaugh, True Campbell, Claire Remick, and Izzy Moss, trombones Isaac Harden, Colin Schuessler, Chase Hager, and Oliver Snyder, as well as trumpets Braden Shanauer and Zach Cunningham. We even have a killer sax solo by Sam Chapman. As we say our goodbyes, we want you to know that we've had the time of our lives performing for you here tonight. Be sure to look out for Majorette Melina Zervis and Drum Major Cole McNally as they pay tribute to an iconic scene. This is I've Had the Time of My Life. Hey, who put baby in the corner? Ladies and gentlemen, the Marching Bulldogs! The musical pride of Portland, Ohio, the Lakeview High School Marching Band! Lakeview Marching Band, flute instructor and Lakeview teacher, Lakeview alumni Mackenzie Houlihan, clarinet instructor and Lakeview alumni Aaron Ott, saxophone instructor and Lakeview alumni E.J. Palkar, trumpet instructor is Lakeview teacher Dean Shanauer, mellophone instructor Miranda Gerchak, assistant trumpet and mellophone instructor Lakeview alumni Zach Hudson, trombone and baritone instructor is Thomas Percoli, tuba instructor, Lakeview drama director and Lakeview alumni Andrew Purdom, percussion instructor Tony Fertiber, as well as majorette choreographer, Lakeview teacher, and Lakeview alum, Carrie Probst. Congratulations to all of our